Welcome to the IC Content Studio here at IC 2023 in Barcelona. Our guest today is Brad Hanrahan, Global Strategic Partnerships Manager from Sony Electronics. Welcome, Brad.
Thank you very much, Florian. Great to be here.
For us, it's great that Sony is back in the digital signage business. You were never really gone, but let's be honest, there were times, where your offering wasn't perfect. So what's new at Sony here at IC?
That's right. There's been a few years gap, and I think what you would have seen in the last couple of years is our rebuilding to come into that space. So, I think that our focus very much is in the partner ecosystem, expanding that out. In terms of what's new, there's a couple of key things. So first of all, starting with our C-LED product, we've just released two new products in that range, the CH and the BH series. Both of those are more lightweight, more economical, but still have an absolutely fantastic picture quality, which is what we're known for. I think what's also interesting about that product is we've seen the evolution from our first crystal LED many years ago, beautiful picture.
Well, you were the pioneer, to be honest.
That's
You
right.
were the first one with a micro LED, even you don't call it micro LED, but this really chip on board thing. It was fantastic at that time. We couldn't believe it.
That's right.
And it took you a while, but now you found your way back in.
That's right. And I think with new range as well, I think the pricing has also become more and more acceptable to the market. So we've got a premium product, it's fantastic quality, and now at a better price point as well.
That's good. That's good. So one of the really new things is that you now have an SoC system. You don't call it SoC, but it's some smartness in the screen. So tell us a little bit about it, because you have a very different history, and Sony went a different strategic way than the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's right. So our SoC obviously is run by Android TV SoC. So the first part of that is that this is what we're tapping into is the largest developer community in the world. So it enables us to bring on board more and more partners, and that development process is a lot simpler than some of our competition. The other piece with that is the SoC is very powerful. We've had it benchmarked, obviously working a lot with partners who are telling us the same thing, is that this SoC is extremely powerful and very high performance.
But in the past, it was more like a closed system, and I think now you managed a way that you're now open to more CMS vendors and everything.
That's exactly it. So over the past year and a half, actually, we've been bringing on a lot of partners. Recently, we've just announced an integration with Signage OS, and so that extends that ecosystem of compatible partners even further, which is fantastic for us. On top of that, what we're bringing to market in second quarter is a device management platform. So it's a Sony DMP is what we're calling that. So we're able to very rapidly provision, deploy, and after that, manage those devices. So monitoring, control, all of those things will come with that. So.
Yeah. And when you walk the floors here at ISE, one of the main topics is sustainability, especially for display vendors.
Yep.
So what's Sony doing in that respect?
Look, I think for a company, Sony Corporation Group, sustainability is a huge topic, like it is for many people. So there is many things that we're doing in manufacturing processes. We've developed our own recycled plastic that is again recyclable as well. Obviously, the things that are built into the screens, also packaging's been reduced extensively. Probably the most important part of that is the ability to remotely manage a device and get monitoring alerts and understand what's happening to it so we can remotely fix those things. So, what this gives us the ability to do is not have to send a truck roll out every time something goes wrong. We immediately know what's wrong, and it's easily fixable from remote locations and managed that way. So I think that's a big part of sustainability. We're facing, obviously, some headwinds this year. We've got staff shortages in almost every country I can think of. We've got, obviously, war. We've got massive inflation everywhere. So costs are building up. Resources are very tight. So I think built into that is we need to really have an impact on the environment in a positive way. So.
That's really cool. So, but Sony's not only LED, Sony's not only LCD. You also have projections. So there's also a part which is important for you, not so much for signage, but it really rounds up. So you basically offer all main technologies, right?
That's right, we do. And I think that part of that technology grouping, projection, LED, as well as our Pro Bravia range. A lot of our development comes from the fact that we're from, lens to endpoint, or lens to living room, as it's called in the consumer land. So we co-develop those products together, and so that gives us an advantage in terms of the quality and the true to life images that you get from our display products.
Really cool. That's cool. Brett, that was really insightful. It was fantastic. Great to see that
Thank you.
Sony's really back into the signage game, and we're looking forward for more innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Brett Hanrahan, Global Strategic Partnership Manager at Sony Electronics here at ISE 2023.